So guys, quick update on the truck. As you can see, it's up in the air. Drive shaft is out. Front one is out. Everything is disconnected. It's just ready to come down now. So we can get the old clutch out and get the new one in. Getting ready to throw a strap over the trans and bring it down. So I'll keep you all updated. We actually got started on this last night after work. Unfortunately, we kind of lost motivation at about 11:30 last night, so come back and finish it in the morning. So here we are. I'll keep you all updated. Quick tip, don't forget to remove the shift tire from the transmission and try to pull it out, because it won't work. You'll have to climb up on the lift like I did. So this isn't supposed to be like that. Yeah. Clutch is over there. Snapped all the bolts, holding it to the flywheel. And here we have the stock clutch pack and dual mass flywheel, which is actually in two pieces. So when the bolt sheared, it actually separated the flywheel into two pieces. So the clutch may still have a little bit of life left. However, you'll see in this next picture the new clutch. It's a Southbend dual disc street, and everything's stabbed back up in there. Got that replaced. And now I'm just putting the last bit of fluid back into the trans through the top of the tower, overfilling it a little bit to help keep the bearing cool. I'm using Valvoline MTF Synchro Mesh, so that should help a lot. Time to get her out of the shop. Now, you still can hear a little bit more. I don't have all the covers and shit back on, but it's in neutral and it's not that loud. So, this project's done. I'll probably get it back home and then I'll put the center console and all that shit back in. I don't feel like really doing it right now. Plus I want to clean all that up before I do it so I don't have to redo it. So, yeah. all there is to it. Little time and motivation. So guys, the truck is back. Sorry this wasn't a very in-depth video on removing the transmission, transfer case, redoing the clutch. We hit a bunch of time constraints between working at the shop and not being there all night long Friday. As well as, you know, me and my boss, we both had stuff to do yesterday, so we couldn't spend as much time as necessary to get it done sooner. It took us 3 days, actually. We finished it up this morning. But all in all, we only worked on it a couple hours each day, and then we'd have to leave and go do whatever. So it's somewhat of a complicated job. It's been a long while since I did a clutch in anything, so it was a little bit of a learning experience for me. A lot of going back and forth to the toolboxes, trying to get the right socket, the flywheel bolts on the stock flywheel. You had to have a thin-walled socket, and it was just a bunch of complicated shit like that. And also, you know, we got ready to pull it, and I had to climb back up onto the lift, into the truck, pull the center console out. You know, I thought it would be okay if we just fucking got the shifter off and not have to remove the whole shift tower. However, that wasn't the case. But, I mean, if you do everything all at once, you know, while it's on the ground, you get the center console out, you get the shift tower out, it goes a hell of a lot smoother. And in the video, you notice we didn't remove the front drive shaft completely. It's actually got Torx head bolts holding the front part on. So we didn't want to risk, you know, stripping them out. So we just kind of let it chill there. Other than that, you know, it was pretty straightforward, and you know, we got it done. So big shout out to my boss at Diesel Automotive Group. If you are in the area, check them out. We're in Middleburg, Florida, so it's growing. So, but business is picking up. It's also tax season, so that kind of helps. So, yeah, I'm glad to have my truck back finally. It's been about a week since I took it over to the shop, and you know, between me going to school and the shop technically closing at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, trying to get home from school, change, and get over to the shop, it just wasn't working. So we had to wait until Friday evening to even get it started. We were just slammed all the other 2 days that I was working. So but anyways, that pretty much wraps up this video. You know, Greg Alberalla, he's got a good video on removing the trans. It's not super in depth, but at the same time, it's good quality. Also, if you have an hour and a half to kill, watch Thoroughbred Diesels. I think they use a 3rd gen as well in their video, installing a Valair dual disc. Same concept as the Southbend, but you know, it's good quality. I just didn't watch the entire thing to fully get the idea of what I was getting myself into. But you know, if you kind of know what you're doing, then you can handle this. It also helps to have a second set of hands there, especially making sure if you don't disconnect the transfer case like I did, stabilizing that whole section, you know, that really helps to have a second set of hands. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So stay tuned for more shit coming out of the shop. Thanks for watching.